All right, we are back now in our studio kitchen with Chef JJ, and Elise is here to help us. Having fun, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. And we're talking salads, and JJ, now you got out strawberries, which both Elise and I are like, oh yeah, we like strawberries, right?
I thought you guys might, so I thought we would, start off our segment by making this particular salad. Strawberries are, of course, great throughout the summer. And, we've got some real nice strawberries. We've got real nice berries right now. And this would even be a salad that you could make. Is you could put a raspberry or a blueberry or even the blackberries when they start coming into that fall, really start getting them out, and you can actually put those in the salad. You can have kind of a berry take on a salad.
Okay.
So we're going to use the old traditional strawberries and balsamic, which a lot of people don't know, but you can do a good balsamic glaze, put over your strawberries, chop up some basil, and you've got a real nice, it's almost desserty, savory, delicious acidic flavor from that balsamic that you get out of that. It all complements each other. But we'll start off with some chopped strawberries, which I've got, and then I'm going to do what we call a chiffonade, which is where you take the leaves of the basil and you kind of roll them up like that.
That's a fancy word, JJ.
Oh yeah.
Chiffonade.
Then we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut them, and they're going to make little teeny strips. And I've got a real sharp knife. It's important to have a real sharp knife because the sharper the knife, the less bruising you'll get. And see, now you've got all this pretty, it's almost like confetti.
So and you can smell it.
Oh yeah, I like to do the drama.
Nice, that's pretty.
So then we've got some cucumbers, which what I've done, these cucumbers I've cut in half, I've seeded them, and then I've chopped them up.
Okay.
And I did that just to get rid of some of the excess moisture. Some people don't like to seed, some people do, but I don't care one way or the other, but I do like the less moisture because we're going to have a lot of maceration happening from the strawberries.
Okay.
We're going to get quite a bit. So now we got one of our peppers, and I just got an orange pepper there. It's a bell pepper. It's going to have a bite and sweetness to it, which will be fantastic. We got a little bit of thin sliced red onion.
Beautiful colors.
Put in there.
That's like quite the rainbow, isn't it, Elise?
Our dietitians tell us to eat the rainbow.
Right.
They all have different nutrients in it. They all have different goodness in it. And we're going to drop in some of our goat cheese crumbles.
Oh my, that looks so
So that's
good.
a little bit of sour is going to go in there. And then just give it a slight mix.
Okay.
And that's going to get us kind of started on this great salad that's got that sweet, it's got that cucumber, it's got the savory with the red onions, it's got the basil. And then we've got a little thing I'm going to do that's pretty neat. I took raspberry vinaigrette, it was already made, and I chopped up strawberries, put a little sugar on it. And a little bit of sugar always brings out the sweetness of the berries. It gets a little bit wet, it starts to, the juices come out. And so I'm going to shake it in that vinaigrette.
So kind of a shortcut, but still making almost like a homemade dressing for it.
Yeah, it's just a little shortcut. And once we do that, we get all that flavor. So we're adding more berry flavor into that vinaigrette, and then that's going to what we're going to dress it with. I don't need all this, I just need a little bit of it. But as you can see, it kind of has a real nice shine to it. Now we're adding a little bit of that vinegar and that savory and that of the balsamic in there, and then the oil. And then, of course, the last thing is I've got these little walnut pieces. These are honey glazed.
Oh, nice. I think walnuts and strawberries go so well together. All my favorite salads have those two in mind. You like nuts?
I'm not a fan of them.
You're not a fan of nuts?
No.
No? She likes the strawberries, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this also be good with sunflower seeds.
Oh,
and those other things you could put a little crunchiness to it. That would be super. Pepitos, pumpkin seeds would be fabulous with it. And then, of course, I want to make it look pretty. So on the last little bit, I got a balsamic glaze. That's where we cook down the balsamic to it's almost like a third what it was, and it makes a real thick syrup. Very sweet. And a little bit of drizzle of that on top, baby.
JJ, you sold me on that a couple years ago. I love that glaze for marinades and for salads.
And of course, you always want to have your pretty garnish. So you grab some of these smaller basil leaves, and then now you've got a real pretty, fairly easy, savory, sweet summer salad.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Your mom called and she said, can you make some of that for dinner tonight? You got it?
I've got all the ingredients for you. I can just do it.
Perfect. You're set, Elise. All right. If you want more information, you can go to foodcity.com. Also, some great recipes. Chef JJ, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.